Imagine, for a moment, someone in your immediate orbit. A colleague. A friend. Perhaps even a family member. They smile. They compliment. They seem friendly. But beneath the veneer, a subtle chill lingers. A feeling you can't quite place. Is it paranoia? Or is it something far more unsettling? The human mind is adept at masking true intent, particularly when animosity brews. Not all adversaries announce themselves with open hostility. Many approach with a smile, a handshake, a deceptive warmth. What if someone around you is doing this right now? Psychological studies consistently reveal a fascinating, if disturbing, truth: outright hostility is often less common than veiled animosity. Researchers at the University of Cambridge, in a longitudinal study, found that nearly 70% of reported workplace conflicts involved passive-aggressive behaviors rather than direct confrontation. Your enemy, the true one, rarely wears a villain's cape. Instead, they might wear a friendly mask, their true feelings hidden beneath layers of social politeness. This isn't about mere disagreement. This is about deep-seated resentment, actively concealed. A silent operation. One of the most insidious methods of expressing dislike isn't through what's said, but what's withheld. Information. Support. Acknowledgement. Imagine a scenario, a crucial meeting where your contributions are intentionally minimized, or even entirely omitted, from a report. A key email I've forgotten to be forwarded. These aren't accidents. They are calculated omissions, designed to subtly undermine your position, your reputation. The goal? To make you invisible, to diminish your impact, all while maintaining plausible deniability. A whisper-thin sabotage. Consider the compliment that leaves you feeling subtly diminished. That's actually a pretty good idea for ****. Or, you look surprisingly well today. These aren't compliments. They are veiled insults, designed to sting, to plant a seed of doubt. A psychological tactic known as a negging, where a seemingly positive statement carries an undercurrent of negativity, intended to undermine confidence. It's a classic move in the silent arsenal, where the speaker can always retort, "I was just being nice," masking their true intent. Always be wary of praise laced with poison. Sometimes, the signs are so fleeting, so minuscule, they almost escape detection. A momentary eye roll. A dismissive sigh. A slight turning away of the body when you speak. These are micro-expressions, tiny, involuntary facial or bodily movements that betray true emotions, lasting only a fraction of a second. Paul Ekman's research on universal emotions reveals how these tiny signals can reveal disdain, contempt, or disgust, even when the conscious expression is one of politeness. These are subconscious leaks of animosity, difficult to fake, impossible to fully suppress. They are the cracks in the mask. Have you ever left a conversation or interaction feeling inexplicably exhausted? Drained of energy, even when nothing overtly negative occurred? This isn't coincidence. Studies in emotional contagion suggest that we unconsciously absorb the moods and attitudes of those around us. If someone harbors resentment, even if unspoken, that negative energy can transmit. A subtle sense of being depleted, of walking on eggshells, can be a potent, albeit quiet, indicator that you are in the presence of unspoken hostility. Your subconscious registers the threat long before your conscious mind does. An energetic ambush. People who secretly dislike you often exhibit a peculiar bias in their memory. They tend to forget your accomplishments, your positive contributions, your moments of success. Yet, they possess an almost photographic recall for your minor missteps, your embarrassing moments, your flaws. This isn't merely forgetfulness. It's selective memory, a subconscious filter designed to reinforce their negative perception of you. They actively, if unconsciously, curate a narrative where you are always slightly less competent, slightly less impressive. A quiet rewriting of history, where you are always the supporting, never the starring, role. When you share a personal struggle, a setback, or a vulnerability, how do they react? Someone who secretly dislikes you will often struggle to offer genuine empathy. Their responses might be superficial, dismissive, or even subtly deflective, turning the conversation back to themselves. They might offer platitudes without warmth, or worse, a fleeting flash of satisfaction that quickly dissipates. This lack of genuine connection, this inability to truly meet you in your moment of need, is a profound indicator. Their emotional well is dry, specifically for you. A true void. They might not attack you directly, but they can deftly erode your standing through indirect means, gossip. They are the architects of whispers, subtly planting seeds of doubt about your competence, your character, your intentions, to others. They might share concerns about you under the guise of worry or confidentiality. The goal is to damage your reputation, to turn others against you without ever confronting you themselves. A study on social dynamics found that individuals who frequently engage in negative gossip about specific targets often harbor deep, unexpressed resentment towards those individuals. A reputation silently dismantled. How do they react to your successes? A genuine friend or well-wisher experiences a vicarious joy, a shared sense of accomplishment. Someone who secretly dislikes you, however, finds it difficult to muster authentic enthusiasm. Their congratulations might feel forced, hollow, or quickly followed by a but or a subtle downplay. They might change the subject abruptly or shift the focus to their own achievements. Their inability to genuinely celebrate your triumphs is a powerful indicator, a window into their true feelings. No true joy for you. Only the fleeting shadow of resentment. The most unsettling truth. Those who harbor secret animosity are often not distant strangers, but individuals within our closest circles. Friends, colleagues, even family. Proximity, far from guaranteeing affection, can sometimes breed the most potent forms of resentment, fueled by envy, competition, or perceived slights. It is easier to maintain a facade of friendliness when interactions are frequent and expected. The mask is more firmly affixed. This proximity paradox means the signs can be harder to detect precisely because our guard is down. The threat is closer than it appears. Beware of unsolicited advice, especially when it consistently steers you away from opportunities or undermines your confidence. This isn't mentorship. It's a subtle form of sabotage. Are you sure you can handle that promotion? I just worry you're taking on too much. These statements, presented as concern, are often designed to sow seeds of doubt, to hold you back, to ensure you don't surpass them. They want to see you safe, yes, but specifically, safely behind them. A silent hand on your shoulder, gently pushing you down. Always question the motive behind that well-meaning guidance. Observe their reaction when you share good news or achieve a milestone. While some may offer backhanded compliments, others simply fall silent. A noticeable, abrupt shift in conversation. A sudden lack of engagement. It's not just a momentary pause, it's an emotional withdrawal. They cannot bring themselves to validate your success, even superficially. This silence speaks volumes, louder than any insincere congratulation. It reveals an internal struggle, a resistance to acknowledge your positive trajectory. A deliberate void. On the opposite end of the backhanded compliment lies exaggerated flattery. This isn't genuine appreciation. It's often an overcompensation, a smokescreen to mask deeper resentment or a desperate attempt to manipulate. Someone who showers you with overly effusive, almost unbelievable praise might be trying to disarm you, to make you drop your guard, or to distract from their true feelings. The praise feels disproportionate to the situation, too intense, too sweet. It leaves a cloying, uncomfortable residue. This excess sugar is often used to cover the bitter taste of dislike. They frequently compare you to others, often subtly implying you fall short, or they might constantly compare themselves to you, emphasizing their own struggles to elicit sympathy. This behavior stems from insecurity and a deeply competitive mindset. Their narrative often frames you as a rival, someone to be measured against, rather than an individual to be valued for your own merits. This constant, underlying competitive tension, even when unspoken, indicates a dynamic fueled by resentment, where your success is perceived as their loss. A never-ending psychological scorecard. When you genuinely need help, a person with hidden animosity will find excuses. Always. They'll be too busy, unqualified, or conveniently unavailable. While everyone has limits, a consistent pattern of denying help, especially for minor requests or when they clearly have the capacity, is telling. It's a passive way to exert control, to demonstrate their lack of support, and to revel in your struggle from a safe distance. They won't actively harm you, but they certainly won't lift a finger to help you. A silent withdrawal of goodwill, masked by polite apologies. They offer criticism that feels disproportionate, unearned, or delivered at inappropriate times. This isn't constructive feedback. It's a projection of their own negative feelings onto you. They may nitpick minor flaws, magnify small errors, or focus on trivial details, all while ignoring your strengths. This constant, subtle chipping away at your confidence is a deliberate, albeit covert, strategy. It keeps you off balance, makes you question your abilities, and reinforces their unspoken belief that you are somehow lacking. An endless, unfair judgment. While direct confrontation is avoided, a common tactic is soft ghosting. They respond to your messages slower, are less available for calls, or mysteriously miss opportunities to meet up. They may appear to agree to plans, only to repeatedly cancel or become evasive. This isn't outright rejection, but a gradual, subtle distancing. They maintain just enough contact to avoid open conflict, but consistently pull back, creating a frustrating, one-sided effort. They want you out of their orbit, but lack the courage to say so. A slow, silent fade. No single sign, in isolation, is definitive. A backhanded compliment might be clumsy. A moment of silence, mere distraction. But when these seemingly disparate clues begin to coalesce, forming a consistent pattern, the true picture becomes disturbingly clear. Look for recurrence. Look for consistency across different situations. A series of omissions, followed by veiled criticisms, punctuated by a lack of genuine empathy. The puzzle pieces begin to fit. The mask, once impenetrable, starts to show its seams. The unsettling thought returns, it might not be paranoia. It might be reality. Recognizing these silent signs can be profoundly unsettling. It challenges our perception of trust, of connection. But awareness is the first step towards protection. It's not about becoming paranoid, but about cultivating a heightened sense of emotional intelligence, a deeper understanding of human dynamics. These subtle behaviors reveal that some people aren't operating from a place of goodwill, even when their words suggest otherwise. The resolution isn't about confrontation, but about conscious detachment. It's about safeguarding your energy, your peace, and your path forward. The path to self-preservation begins with seeing the unseen.